So, taking off the binding, you can see, here's a spot that has a crack. Someone's already probably glued this somehow. You can tell by this over here that it popped and some lacquer came out. So someone probably peeled this back and glued it with wood glue. I can get in there like that, but on the bottom it doesn't really want to let go. And that's usually what happens. So you always got to be extra careful here. I'm getting in there since I have the neck off. I started here. And I work the knife in like this, and also on the bottom. This way you get as minimal chipping as possible. I want to get this original binding off. I want to use it again. This spot I could probably do a mend. Just shave a little bit of that dark stuff off, acetone it, and get it to melt together, file it. It'll probably go away. I have enough room to do that because it'll be covered. This doesn't have to come all the way to the neck pocket. So that's basically how you take the binding off. Use a spatula or a razor blade, work your way around, get up underneath here. Well, anyway, get under here and under here. So I'm going to work my way all the way around. I'm going to drill a pin at an angle like this to catch the tail block. I'm going to set a piece of tape so I know how deep I want to go. This can ultimately be hidden by tail block. So I'm going to start here like this. Get it started. Now kick it at an angle. I'm going to do 2. That's that. It'll be hidden by the binding. There's this 1x4 on here. I'm going to cut it out. I'm going to go close to the neck block, but I don't want to hit the nails. Go. And I'll try to pry that off gently. It's probably glued. So I have registration pins drilled here, here, and here. I could also use this in gluing because this is a screw hole for the pick guard, which is no longer here. I'll probably end up making one. These right here are, well, here's the old one. This is one that I made, and this is the other one I made. Going in at an angle, hitting the tail block. This allows me to get this thing centered when I reassemble it after it goes in the mold. If you could see, there is a slight separation here. So that was my easiest point of entry. I'm going to work my way this way to the tail block. I'm going to work my way this way to the neck block. I'll probably then work the rest of my way around back to the neck block because of the dovetail. It may be hard to get in the neck block over here. So this portion and on the tail block are going to get removed once I make the mold from the top. These edges flare up. I'd never be able to get an accurate trace. I'm never going to be able to use these sides and get these wings to come down flat like they're supposed to be, and these sides to come back in the way they're supposed to be without removing the top. If I were to force it into a mold, I get some cracks here. I get them around the F-holes, and we don't want that to happen. So what I'm going to do is take the top off and then get this thing in a mold. Put a clamp here. This way I can get these pieces off without cracking a side or messing up the top or anything like that. Probably going to have to take the kerfing off and finish off the sides and moisten this top in order to get it to go back into the shape it was. So I'm going to have to make an outer mold and then most likely an inner mold and use turnbuckles to push it, wet it real good, put wax paper between the two mold pieces, clamp it in place, and let it sit for like a week, and hopefully it'll behave the way it's supposed to. Afterwards, I'm probably going to have to take it out of the mold, sand any ripples out of the outside, sand any ripples out of the inside, recurve. Yeah, this is a pain in the ass job. So, all right, so I have my glue pot hot. Got a little water on it. It'll aid in taking this off. You hear the hot glue separating. Just keep wetting it. See, it'll just give sometimes. You can see how flexible that top is. Those wings are going to come down beautifully. It's going to take all the stress out of this top that would normally be created by forcing these sides back into the position they're supposed to be in. So I'm getting close to the end block. This is going to take more water. I don't want it to be too moist.